Mahinungdanon ang pagbisita ni PhilHealth Acting President and CEO Dr. Edwin Mercado sa Northern Mindanao, kundiin usa sa highlights ang pakikita sa mga doktor gikan sa nagkalain-laing hospital sa Region 10 aron mas sa mapromotar ang maayong serbisyo sa buhatan ug mapalig-on ang partnership tali sa mga healthcare providers. Mibiyahe sabdayon kini sa Misamis Occidental alang sa PhilHealth Yakap Caravan sa Osamis City. Kini alayon sa kasaulugan sa Teachers Day. Buot ni Presidente Mercado nga mas mapasabot og maayo ang importansya sa programang Yakap kun yaman ang kalusugan para mailayo kayo sa sakit aron dili na mo grabe ang balatian sa matag individual nga Pilipino ug mapa-check up nga libre sa mga accredited nga mga hospital. Sa Cagayan de Oro, nakigtagbo sab kini sa mga sakop sa prensa alang sa usa ka press conference katimbayayong ang Philippine Information Agency. Gipasabot og maayo nini iyang mga panglantaw ug plano labi na ang RISE 30 mission in focus nga gipaningkamutan na sa iyang liderato.
When I assumed office, we already drafted a 30-month agenda. It's called the RISE 30 mission. It's very timely because this year is the 30th anniversary of PhilHealth when the National Health Insurance Law was passed in 1995. And the objective is threefold. Number one is to regain member trust, which means for members, it should be expansion of the services and also benefit packages. And for the providers, a fair, just, and timely payment of their claims. Second is improvement of our processes. So we have a lot of things being reviewed, both in terms of the legal adjudication process and even the filing process. And our objective really is to again hasten the claim payment, because as we know, the cash flow of a hospital is very much dependent on the payment of PhilHealth. That's the lifeblood of any hospital, especially the DOH now where they already have the zero balance bill. And the third is, of course, institutionalizing the inherent capacity of PhilHealth, which involves not on the digitalization process, but also in improving our manpower capacity.
Dugang niini nga ang pagbisita aron mapaabot ang mga maayong reforma sa buhatan, mapasabot ang mga bag-ong benepisyo nga makaayo sa katawhan ug labaw sa tanan, mas mudaghan ang miyembro ug masayod sa ilang mga benepisyo.
So the UHC law works on the premise of decreasing the potential catastrophic spending of the Filipinos and also providing access. So the way we graphically present it, it's a box where there are three dimensions. One dimension is increasing its membership reach. So right now, a lot of the Filipinos still don't know that they're PhilHealth member. By the UHC Act, lahat ho tayo automatically are members. But of course, when you say automatically, it does not mean that you go to a hospital, I'm a member, I can claim. Of course, we want to verify your identity, and PhilHealth has a membership base where we put the names of the members and their unique PhilHealth identity number. So that's one, increasing our membership reach. The other one is increasing our financial cover. So that's why our objective is to really reduce the out-of-pocket spending of Filipinos. And the third is providing access. I think that's the most and one of the most difficult part. Kahit to kasi we already have universal coverage, it does not mean that automatically you will have access. Because the access is dependent on engagement of the providers. So the very reason why I go down and talk to the hospitals is we have a lot of benefit packages. But not all hospitals are, number one, aware, and number two, they need some assurance that we will pay them on time and we will pay them fairly. So yun po yung ginawa ko ngayon. I went to the CUMC and I also went to Mars in Osamis. And I think they're going to engage in also expanding their services to align with PhilHealth's new benefit package.
Dugang niini nga sa pagbalik usab sa pondo nga 60 bilyones ka pesos buot sa buhatan nga maplastar ug magamit kini sa insakto labi na gyud sa mga programa ug ang Yakap program.
Actually, the amount is 89.9 billion, but out of that, only 60 billion was remitted to the National Treasury. The remaining 29, there was a temporary restraining order, so hindi na siya nilipat. The President already announced that the 60 billion will be returned to PhilHealth. So we already have what you call our corporate operating budget for our benefit payment and benefit expense for next year. So a lot of it would be really ramping up Yakap. And also the additional benefit package that you mentioned, the Z package for elective angioplasty, for example. The things that we're looking at, additional Z packages, expansion of our primary care package, then shifting to a DRG payment.
Giman do usab ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos ngadto sa PhilHealth nga pinaagi sa Universal Healthcare Law, mas daghan ang membership ug mosaka ang financial coverage ug paghatag access.
That gave the mandate to me to make sure that the Filipinos, especially at the community level, feel the benefits and also the care of the government. So we thought of Yakap as a way, really it's the primary care universality is actually parang within reach better and faster than the inpatient care universality, which as I told you would take time. So the
Mao kato atong balita nga nahipos alang sa balita sa rehiyon. Kini si Miss Step Berganio sa Miss Oradio. Mo balita, mo alagad, mulingaw.